I'm going to check the reflexes in your eyes. And so a couple things. Let me go turn out the lights a little bit. Okay. So I'm just going to shine this in your eye a little bit. You don't have to look at it. Okay, good. And then look at my finger, and I'm going to have your eyes follow my finger to your nose. Okay, very good. So your pupils are equal and reactive and accommodate to my finger. I'll go ahead and turn the light back on. Now I'm going to do a thyroid test. I see that you brought your water.
Correct.
So I'm going to stand behind you and I'm going to palpate kind of your neck where your thyroid would be. And then I'm going to have you take a drink of water and then I'm going to palpate it again.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to have you just hold this. I'm going to stand behind you. Okay. Okay, now you can take a drink. Okay, no masses noted, no lesions. Okay, feels very normal. Thank you.
Thanks.
Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with your respiratory exam. So I'm going to listen to your heart sounds and your lung sounds. And while you're sitting up, I'm going to start with your back and go to your front. Okay? Okay. Carly, you may want to come around to the back so you can see where I actually put the stethoscope. Okay. Sorry if this is a little cold. Okay, so I'm going to start in the upper lobes. Go ahead and take a deep breath. And Carly, you always want to check them bilateral so one sounds like the other. Okay, very nice. Do you want to go ahead and lay back and I'm going to take your gown down? When did you get your tattoo?
I got that about 6 years ago.
Nice. Okay, I'm checking the apices. The middle lobe. Deep breath. Deep breath. Okay. Okay, very good. And we did your pulse ox, so it was good. It was reading that you at room temperature, room air, that you were 98%. So that's kind of checking what oxygen level is in your blood. So you were good there. And then have you had a cough?
I haven't. No.
Okay, no, so no sputum production at all. Your respiratory rate. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to need to put these back on again. And for 15 seconds, I'm going to measure your respiratory rate. So just breathe normally. So you're about 16, which is normal too. Okay. So your rate and your rhythm was regular, and your breath sounds were clear
Okay.
throughout. So we're going to move on to, I'm sorry, I need to inspect your skin. Here, you're nice, warm, and dry. No lesions, no open skin. Okay. It's kind of why I asked you about your tattoo. You know, you want to make sure it's been a while.
Correct.
Arms are good. Okay. And try. Okay, good. Now we're gonna go ahead and check your heart. So Carly, when you look at the heart, what you do is you always check for the aortic valve, you always check in the second intercostal space. So you kind of have to feel the sternum and feel second intercostal space. And so you'd want to percuss. And this is where your aortic valve typically is. So we're going to listen to the aortic. The pulmonic is on this side in between the space. Then you come down here, and this is Erb's point in between the space. And you move down to the apex, which your heart kind of sits right here. It's the size of Dave's fist. So you think if it's sitting right there, the end is probably going to be typically in the fifth intercostal space. So I'm going to listen to all those parts. And S1 and S2 are normal. If you hear a sound in the 3 or 4, it can be a sign of heart disease. Your S1 comes from your lub. That's your mitral valve closing and opening. And the second sound is the dub. So I'm going to go ahead and listen. And why you listen to the apical beat is because it's the closest part of the heart to the actual outside of the body. Okay, so I'm just going to check your arms for any edema. Okay, good. Hitting edema in your legs. Good, all good. Okay, do you mind if I take these
No,
off?
that's fine. I can take them off.
I'm going to go ahead and check your pulses. So I checked your radial pulse. I'm going to check your carotid. You can just check your carotid, but I don't want to check your carotid on both sides at the same time because that cut off the blood flow to your head. Now this is your brachial pulse. Very muscular.
Thank you.
Here's your radial pulse. That's really strong.
That's good.
Strong. Check it on this side, your brachial. Okay, and I'm going to check your carotid on this side. Very good. Then your femoral is in your groin area. And so I'm not going to check that today. And then your popliteal is behind your knee. So go ahead and relax. Okay, great. Just relax. This is your posterior tibial. Good. Posterior tibialis again. And this is your dorsalis pedis. Very good. Okay. I'm gonna check your capillary refill in both your. Hey, your toes are a little cold.
It's still cool in here.
Okay. And let me check your capillary return. Good. Good. And it didn't look like you had any blood pressure history in your family, any cholesterol issues in your family,
Nope.
Diabetes.
Nope.
Okay. History of smoking, you said no,
There's no smoking.
and your exercise is good.
It is good.
Okay. And so you had good pulses. Do you have any questions?
I don't at this time.